What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So this has to be the most anticipated Classic Physique Olympia in so many years because Chris Bumstead, he was just way too good and way too dominant during his 6 years Olympia reign. But finally, the moment of truth is here as the Classic Physique Olympia Prejudging that is now underway. So a new king will be crowned in Classic Physique today. And with all that high drama, that made this Olympia a lot more interesting. So will Ramon finally get his first Olympia win? Him, along with Terence Ruffin, they are the guys who have placed second twice, behind Chris Bumstead. Mike was second behind Chris Bumstead last year. And what about Breon? Can he shock the bodybuilding world today? And how will all that pressure impact the performance of Mike tonight? So there are so many guys that I want to talk about. We have so many big names in there. Breon, Josema Beast, Logan Franklin, Michael the Bull, Matt Grego, and almost each and every one of them. They are looking very exceptional. And maybe Logan Franklin, he looked a bit soft when he first came out, but the man is also on his A game. Same is the case with Josema Beast, Nal Darwin, and all these other guys. So I don't think anyone has the ability to get as shredded as Josema Beast. Because once again the man is sliced and diced. Breon is the ageless wonder for his age. Somehow he has mastered the art to come in dry and ripped as a bone every single time he steps on stage. Nal Darwin was also looking amazing from the first impression. So let's see how this pans out when they start calling out all those callouts and all those comparisons. And on that note, let's have a look at the first call out. So we have 8 guys in there, starting with Mike Sommerfeld, Terence Ruffin, Ramon Dino, Michael the Bull, Josema Beast, Nal Darwin, Matthias Menegate, and Justin Badurina. So the eyes, they just keep on going towards Terence Ruffin because of his supreme aesthetics. And right from the get-go, Mike, Ramon and Terence, they were put in the middle, obviously suggesting that these are our clear top 3, which was pretty much predicted in every Classic Physique video. So there are 2 guys who did not make the first call out. So were you surprised that Breon did not make it into that top 8? Because this will be the first time Breon is gonna be outside of that top 5. And that too in a very long time. And it isn't like that the man isn't on tonight. The competition, especially those young guys, they are just way better. The kind of shape, the aesthetics, the flow. And also on top of all that, the kind of conditioning that we are seeing from all these guys, these young guys, like Nal Darwin, Matthias Menegate, Josema Beast, also Justin Badurina. That is so damn amazing. And that is actually one of the reasons a guy like Breon, he has started to struggle. I mean Josema Beast and Michael the Bull, the most shredded guys in the division. They're trading shots, and it doesn't get any better than that. So another guy was aiming way higher than what was realistically possible for him. That was Logan, another guy who will struggle to make into that top 10. So this, I have got to say, wasn't an impressive version of Logan as we saw back at the Arnold, and that kind of condition, that isn't very easy to match with all of these genetic freaks in this kind of insane lineup. So the second Olympia call out here, that was also pretty impressive. We had Breon, Logan Franklin, Classy FM, Brand Chen, Vitor Porto, but we will talk about that more after the prejudging. Let's talk about the top 3, because all of you guys, you are interested on who is gonna win and who is going to be the new king of Classic Physique. So all these 3 guys, they are trading shots, and all 3 of them, they are 100% on. No spilling over for Ramon Dino this time around, opposed to last year. And this definitely is his best physique that we have ever seen to date. So there is that unique density that you can see on Mike's physique that neither Terence nor Ramon has. So take his side chest for instance. That is pretty much an untouchable shot because of that crazy density of Mike. Now, when you look at the most classic guy among these 3, then Terence is your guy. But then again, the definition of classic, that is of course subjective. So look at these 3 hitting their favorite classic pose, Terence Ruffin just flows like nobody else. So what a phenomenal performance and showing by Niall Darwin only on his second Olympia appearance and making top 5, maybe even top 4. That is mind-boggling as he was outside of the top 10 last year at his Olympia debut. But again, I'm gonna say no surprise there at all. His physique screams out loud that he is one of the most classic guy in this entire division. So Niall Darwin and Josama Beast, they were compared separately for the top 4 and top 5 spot. So if you guys ask me, I'm gonna say apples and oranges really, because they are two very different physiques. One is a conditioning freak who comes in hard as a rock, and the other guy who is classic as hell. Super tiny waistline, humongous quads, amazing proportions. So a huge shout out to both these amazing bodybuilders, Josama Beast and Niall Darwin, solidifying themselves as some of the top guys in this division. Because you do it once and people think this might be a fluke, but you do it a second time and then you make the people believe. So Josama Beast, moving up in those Olympia ranks, that is definitely something. A guy switching over from the men's open to classic and without any room to grow to get bigger, improving and moving up those Olympia ranks. And Niall Darwin making a very big jump from outside of the Olympia top 10 to maybe as high as top 4. So there was also a confirmation round for that second call out, where we saw Diego from Brazil making a massive jump, and there is a chance he might be top 6. So we have Logan Franklin, Michael the Bull, Justin Badurina, Classy FM in that call out. So Brion kind of seems like he's gonna be out of the top 10. Now let's talk about that last 3-man call out for the new Olympia champion in classic. So they started with Terence Ruffin in the middle, and then Mike, he got his turn in the center stage. So kind of seems like they are gonna give each of these guys a chance to stand in the middle. So the classic prejudging ended with Ramondino in the middle. So could that mean that Ramondino is winning this thing? Now I am kind of surprised to see the massive size advantage that Ramondino has over the other two guys in some shots. So I personally think Ramondino is gonna be your new Olympia champion. Although from the first glance, it kind of seemed like that Terence Ruffin, he might take it. But for now, I'm changing my stance, and this might very well be Ramondino winning the Olympia title. But let me know what you guys think. And also one more question. Who was the biggest surprise for you guys in this year's Classic Olympia? Before you scroll or blink too hard, have you subscribed yet? Please don't make me bring out the emotional blackmail. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. It's free, it's painless, and that makes me look way cooler than I actually am. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.